So hours after uploading my video last night about Futuristic Hub, the man himself came into the comments to do his worst, and of course, now he's deleted all of his comments along with his friend Top Trends, deleting all of their comments because they've realized that the things they said not only gave me fuel to make the part 2 that they didn't want made, but that their entire threads of making vapid threats to me over content IDing a video that they didn't like and their promise to quote-unquote ruin my career either aren't substantiated or just crystal clear evidence of something that Futuristic Hub has been doing for a very long time and was just stupid to do in the first place. In this video, I'm going to be systematically responding to literally everything that they've said. Futuristic Hub has struck down videos against him or has threatened to strike down content that is critical of him many times before. He will consistently give these snarky little messages in which he will threaten to do something to you or your channel like he did to me last night, but of course he deleted those comments, go figure. He seems to think that this is an okay thing to do because of whatever reason, I'm not really sure, but he's really big into abusing his power when you say or do something he doesn't like. He always threatens to have his network do something as if, you know, no other YouTuber has an MCN or a network. Generally, you would think that if you have over 1 million subscribers on your YouTube channel, you would not get so pissed off over a video with 700 views at the time you came around that you decided to make a large amount of threats towards somebody who made the video. But it wasn't only him who was doing this. He even got his friend at Top Trends to come in and exacerbate the situation. Futuristic Hub was so unable to defend himself and his content in my comments that he must have went and got his buddy Top Trends, who has over 2 million YouTube subscribers. Nothing about this video involved him, nor did any comments before he arrived, but surely enough he must have either just magically stumbled across the video, or his buddy Futuristic Hub messaged him and sent him there. I shouldn't even need to explain the issue with this, but usually if you go into the comments of another video to start a conflict, you should be prepared with some sort of idea as to what you're talking about and have the ability to actually defend yourself, not have somebody else do it for you. However, when you've made an entire channel based around drawing in as much children to view Minecraft Omegle porn as possible over the years, you've already failed with your logic. The clear intention of doing this is that since they thought that they've got a combined subscriber count of well over 3 million and mine is just over 13,000, that their influence was going to silence me or worry me, and it did neither because 1. They made complete asses of themselves, 2. They spent their entire time making vapid threats. 3. They then realized what they did, got scared, copped out, and deleted all of their comments and left within the span of a few hours. Your ability to be right in a conversation, threaten other creators, and make an ass of yourself is not boosted by your subscriber count. I know you both have god complexes and these numbers mean literally everything to you, but in reality, your numbers don't mean that you're going to silence me. Both of them made multiple threats either against the video or against my channel in the beginning. First, Futuristic Hub threatened to content ID the 2 videos. I'm assuming that he thought this one would include his content, but it doesn't, so. They both have this issue in which they'll take an assumption or a rumor about something and just run with it, and they'll create all of these diabolical plans in my comment section about what they're going to do and about how my career is going to be ruined. Yeah, good fucking luck with that one, buddy. We'll talk more about these a little bit later. Anyways, after that, he threatens to actually put 2 strikes on my channel because of the videos, so instead of just taking the revenue off of that video, which I could give a shit less to be quite frank with you. Sure, the money's nice, but that money off that one video is not going to make or break my wallet. He instead threatened to put these 2 strikes on my channel. What this would do is I would not be allowed to post content on the channel for 2 weeks, which I would have all these strikes, limiting what I can do for 3 months after that when it comes to like live streaming and things like that. All because I cut up footage of his videos, gave commentary and criticism over them, and added music over top of it. He doesn't actually care that I transformed the content, he only cares that he was criticized. Had I been making a video about how much I loved his channel, he'd be perfectly fine with it. They then got wind of a former video that I had planned about Kid Behind the Camera in December after the passing of Angry Grandpa that was never taken beyond just an idea in my Discord server, and thought that just because they heard about a video that I said I was thinking about making, this would be the end of my YouTube career. Once again, they think these numbers are just gonna... I'm never gonna upload again because of their numbers. What they entirely ignored was that not only was the video never made at all because I realized that Pickle Boy was constantly uploading about his dad not to milk the death, but instead because it was a method of helping him grieve, but that this video would not ruin my fucking career. However, apparently a concept of a video nearly 3 months ago about a completely unrelated person is going to be what they use to tear me down because they can't defend themselves logically. By trying to do this, they only solidified the idea that they could not defend themselves in any other way than to just get somebody else to try and defend them. They are completely unable to just sit there and keep themselves and only themselves involved. They think that by threatening to get all these people on a collective against me, or that by adding others to a conversation, that I'm going to back away and not criticize him. Futuristic Hub and Top Trends both claimed that the intent of the Futuristic Hub channel is that the content is supposed to be cringy, but this doesn't add up whatsoever. If your videos are intended to be stupid, cringy videos, then why does criticism get you so worked up that you resort to threatening to destroy people's careers, content IDing their videos, striking their channels, and basically just trying to push smaller creators around? Does it shatter your ego so badly to see that people don't like your content? So there are two scenarios based off of this. Number one, the videos are not intended to be stupid, cringy content that he makes, and he is instead using this claim as a cop-out method to protect his videos because he cannot do so any other way, which makes him a liar and afraid of criticism, and proves all the points that I've made against him. Or number two, the videos that he makes are intended to be cringy, stupid content, and instead, he has zero passion in what he does, to the point that he just said, you know, screw it, this is as far as I want to advance my content in regards to quality, and he is admitting that he is shitting out bad content just to cash in on little children. Either way, what he's doing is shitty. Another juicy bit of hypocrisy is that he loves to throw around the claim that people are using his copyrighted material without his permission. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have, you know, missed the part in which you obtained the licenses to Spider-Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, Elsa from Frozen, Shrek, SpongeBob and Patrick, and many more, because you're quite literally creating unlicensed animations based off of licensed characters, commercializing it, and making profit off of it. So if a commentary video that criticizes you transformatively is not considered fair use, I fail to see any case in which the content that you're creating is not, you know, basic copyright infringement. Any moral high ground that Futuristic Hub and his buddy think they have is based on a fault line of previous accusations and actions he's taken against other people. I'm not the only one he's done this to, there's been plenty of other people. I've seen many other people speak out about this. He's so unable to take any form of criticism that instead of, you know, taking it with a grain of salt, perhaps making his content better so he doesn't have to worry about this as much, he resorts to making petty threats and trying to silence smaller channels. And it's not going to work with me at all. So Futuristic Hub, if you really want that money from that video so badly, send me your fucking PayPal. I'll send you some money, and perhaps you can put it into a fund for that $20 million in lawsuit money you owe for scamming people. And you also should have gotten into some more shit for your role in swatting Ice Poseidon too, but of course you deny it even though you admitted to calling the dealership that they were at to tell the store that they were trolls, and then had the police sent to it. You then later released the address of a house he was exploring, but of course no, it wasn't your fault he got swatted. Then, funny enough, the next day he gets on my Game Theory video and starts his shit again, talking about how that video was wrong and my video on him was worse, and that if I don't like his content, don't watch it. So if we're using this don't like, don't watch argument, why are you on two videos that you don't like trying to continue an argument over a criticism video? You're failing your own advice. He then said that making a rant video is what cowards do, ignoring the fact entirely that he and his buddy Top Trends threatened to make a ranting, exposing video on me for something that they have zero clue of whatsoever. In comments you will see in screenshots momentarily, he said that his sub count doesn't matter, he breathes in all the same air we do, and don't you dare bring his sub count into it. Oh wait, forget the times in which he tried to use his subscriber count and quote-unquote influence against me as a weapon. Don't say anything about that. All of these hypocrisies are just making him look like an idiot. He doesn't seem to get that had he decided, you know, hey, maybe I don't exactly want to expose myself for being a shitty person today. Let me not try and threaten someone around to make them stop critiquing me. This never would have gotten this bad. However, what he did next absolutely crosses the line entirely. This is not a joke. Futuristic Hub, 1.1 million subscribers, was so upset that one of my fans defended me and that he was being criticized that he went through the effort of joining this person's Discord, trash talking me in there like it matters, and actually fucking with one of my fans and trying to push him around too. This guy has zero fucking morals. He will go to literally any extent to try and shut someone else down for not liking his videos. He went after someone entirely uninvolved in our feud for agreeing with me. He has spent the last 2 days of his life being such a little pussy over a criticizing rant that he's even going after fans. Imagine having so little to do in your spare time that a video on the internet gets you this upset that you take a break from your Minecraft porn and counting the racks you made pandering to little kiddies that you can go around doing shit like this. Here is the actual definition of what slander means. This is what he's trying to accuse me of doing. What he does not get is that he has admitted to every single thing that I have accused him of doing, or he has provided solid evidence for every single thing that I accused him of doing. He admitted that he makes shitty animation. He admitted that his content is cringy. He admitted to threatening me by threatening me and leaving the evidence. He admitted to harassing my fans by harassing my fans and the evidence coming forward. He admitted to making content geared at taking advantage of little kids for money by saying multiple times that his content is geared towards little kids. Of course, leaving out that he's taking advantage of them for money, which he is, by the way. He's making content in which he begs them for interaction with his content and is geared specifically to get kids watching his content, including Minecraft porn, to make him profit. Nothing that I've said about him at all is false. Even the swatting jokes that I made about him have solid evidence behind them. He leaked the address of where this guy was, he harassed the dealership until the police arrived where he was at with a friend, so therefore yes, he did exactly that. He gave the world all the proof they needed to make these accusations against him. He gave false information that led to police coming and accidentally causing a nuisance. The only difference is that they didn't throw him to the ground or nearly kill them with their guns. None of what I said or did was slander, but to idiots like Futuristic Hub, they mix the definitions of the word criticism and slander up very easily because they get their feelings hurt when their immorality is put into the spotlight. This guy constantly says that he doesn't agree with my morals, okay? My video was made because this guy is making shitty content. That is the entire morality behind the video. I see him taking advantage of little kids, I see him making this garbage, and I decide to make a video on it. Literally nothing more, nothing less. The video was made because he's making bad content, and he admitted to that. Therefore, he agrees with the reason that I made the video, and even complimented the video. But he says he doesn't get it. He says that he doesn't agree with the morality of what I did because then it destroys his entire argument. It makes him look like a fucking idiot. His idea of morals is, gee, which licensed character can I animate next for little kids to flood with ad views to make me money? What kind of Minecraft porn can I make next? How can I lose another $20 million lawsuit because I was scamming people? Whose location should I confirm to my audience next while they're on stream, knowing that they've been getting swatted? How can I deflate these opinions against me? Oh, I know, I'll just make a bunch of threats, and if that doesn't work, I'll get my buddies to hop in and try and defend me because it's too hard to defend myself like this. Also, let me please spend all of my free time this weekend trying to comb through his popular content and get in his fans' Discord servers to fuck with them. Maybe that'll scare them into stopping what they said about me. How about instead of just admitting that the criticism against me was correct in every sense, I constantly just create cop-out arguments because I have no idea on how I can logically debate what is being said to me. Plus, I should act like I have this god complex, and I've got all this control over YouTube and its MCNs, and I'll use this to try and push around smaller channels who mention me or my content in any way, shape, or form. What should I do when H3H3 and Ela flame me? Oh, I can't try and push them around and bully them because they have millions of subscribers. They've won lawsuits based on this same issue. I'm not ever going to be able to do anything against them. If anything, you should have been more worried about a video with millions of views than the one from around, 1,000 views, dude. But no, you couldn't do anything against them. You think you can do this against me. And once again, go ahead, content ID that video. Take the revenue. I'll just turn off ads and problem solved. Strike the video down. I'm going to appeal it. I feel like in any scenario, YouTube's gonna look at that and say, it's within fair use. Even if the graphics were not his, this is still fair use because it's criticism. And even if they don't, oh no, one strike on my channel, that doesn't equate anything to the fucking ass you've made yourself look like by doing what you've done in the comments and by trying to harass me around and my fans and push us around. You're literally disrespected by pretty much everybody who knows who you are. You have a couple of buddies around you who will defend you at pretty much any stop, and good for you. And you're not gonna push me around without me putting up a fight, so keep dreaming about that. Altogether, this experience has been a good one. I mean, Futuristic Hub and his buddies make a lot of threats, they said a lot of stupid shit, and then once realizing that it didn't look good for either of them, deleted their comments and left one saying, wouldn't want YouTube to see these comments and then rank this video higher. So then I responded with something along the lines of, or is it just you copping out after you made a bunch of shitty decisions and threats? Go figure, that comment was deleted too, and the only comments left on the video were ones that he accidentally, you know, missed while he was going through and cleaning all of his comments out. I figure that they'll be back for this video, perhaps they'll leave some more comments, we'll see if he does anything to that video. If he does, I have the video file, so it's really not that big of a deal. If they do try to end up exposing me for a video that I never made and reconsidered, just view that as a sad and pathetic attempt for a channel exponentially bigger than mine to defend itself from some criticism because they don't have the ability to do it logically. I can already see exactly how that video would go too, you know, oh, this guy had a comment in which he said something about a video about Pickle Boy that he wanted to make 3 months ago, but he never made it because he reconsidered it, exposed him. As if that's not a common occurrence. If you didn't know this, most of us who aren't Futuristic Hub don't just literally shit out every single video we make. There are several times per month that we either plan videos or even create videos and then reconsider it because we don't like the video or new evidence of things come into play. And the reason that video about me thinking that Michael was milking his father passing away never was made because he started uploading unreleased footage of Angry Grandpa, and that destroyed the necessity of that video to be posted because it's no longer milking anything. Plus, he wasn't actually milking it like me and a lot of other fans thought he was just grieving, which I understood. Regardless, this has just been an entirely sad attempt for Futuristic Hub, who is unable to take criticism so much that he has to get he and his friends to try and silence smaller channels with vague threats. When the realization that I wasn't going to pander to them hit them, they deleted all of the traces of their comments, which if they stood by their word, would not have been done. Regardless, I don't wish anything negative on either Futuristic Hub or Top Trends. Even if what they did was shitty, I hope that they see the errors of their ways and try to fix that so this doesn't happen to somebody else. I don't know either of these guys, so it's possible that they're great people in real life, but from what I know so far, I can't say that I like them right now at all. My DMs are always open, so if you guys have something to say, we can say it in private, and I've already said everything that I wanted to say out here in public. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Twitter, Twitch, merch, and Patreon links are in the description. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus.